what are the current trends in skilled immigration to the United States, and how have they evolved in the recent years?
The current trend is backlog, and it's evolved in the sense that, during COVID, we saw some respite with reference to the backlog, and we saw that the numbers moved forward very rapidly for EB2 and EB3 and EB1 categories were current for Indian nationals and the rest of the world as well. We are focusing more on Indian nationals because that's where the backlog is, Indian nationals and Chinese nationals. But for
Right.
Indian nationals, it's the worst, right? So we're focusing on that sector of people. I think we should do that in the show. So during COVID, we saw that the EB2 and EB3 numbers moved forward a little bit, and EB1 was current even before COVID and then continued to be current during COVID as well. Now that, and the reason that that happened is because the consulates abroad, they were not processing any green card cases. So the numbers were not being used by the consulates. Um, and so we had a lot of numbers available. So because those people who were filing for green cards from outside the country were not, able to use those numbers, they were not able to file or process their case because the consulates were closed. So we saw a lot of numbers have become available for all categories, and they trickle down to all categories, EB2, EB3 as well. And Indian nationals got more numbers as well, because if they're unused numbers, then they'll, they usually add them to the numbers that where there is more demand, right? So a lot of people filed their green cards in October 2020. That's when the numbers became available. That's when the fiscal year starts. And then subsequently, after COVID, so 2020, 21, 22, we still continue to see availability of numbers, but it decreased as time passed. And now I think we're back to square one. We're back to pre-COVID availability. And so we only have a limited availability of a few 100,000 applications for the green card, and 7% of those applications are divided among, each country gets 7% of those applications. So we are again seeing a backlog with EB2, EB3, and EB1 is no longer current. So that's the current status with reference to the green card. Don't forget to subscribe to our videos if you like what you see. Also give us a thumbs up and share the video with your family and friends. Thank you.